regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. The shot by Jordan, no good. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule. Driving the lane. The shot by Monk is no good.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Harden inside the three-point line. And Davis sends it back. LeBron drives in, and the dunk by James.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Fires, high post. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
And now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Frank Vogel. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, if we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to, we'll have a very good chance. We'll see if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids. Certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
At the line for 2.
And this, the 2nd season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 7. KD a screen. This one for 3. And James Harden good for 3. Harden's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Nets. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Here's James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
2 minutes.
Harden outside. Into the lane. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Shot clock at 2. Harris's shot is good.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Los Angeles ball.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. That one good for 2.
relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now here's Harden. 12 points for him. Lets it go from the wing. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And he makes that one.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates. Mercy, mercy me. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Back to James. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feet. 8 points for LeBron.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
6 to shoot. Here's Harden. Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Right side, Jordan. No good with the layup. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets up 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Get loud. Here they are, your Laker girls.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far.
Your Laker girls.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Los Angeles calls.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Here's Harden driving inside.
James Harden.
And the layup is good. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
One of the game's best drivers without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defending.
Joe Harris.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He hits both from the stripe. Nets leading by 3. Harden surveying the D. Over Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Irving missing. Here are the Lakers.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg cannot agree with you more. He is special. In the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
It's stolen. Howard with it. He's picked up by KD. And Westbrook, here we go. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside Irving. Fires from the wing. And yes, it's good. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Outside Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Davis, one of the hardest working and best rebounders in the NBA, showing you great effort that time.
And Howard, here we go. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Right at the free throw line. They get it back. It's up a 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Howard with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Ariza no luck. The Nets with the lead. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Irving. Five to shoot.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
How about Davis, the big fella, converting with speed and bounce? No chance for the defense there.
Irving surveying the floor. Pass to KD. Drills the three-pointer.
Kevin Durant.
KD's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line, where points were hard to come by for him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
He is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you.
Known for racking up triple-doubles, Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
Irving with the ball. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Counted.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Horton Tucker. And Howard has it in the corner. He gets it up.
That's the end of the first half. With a score, your Lakers 32. The Nets 26.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here is Los Angeles now. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Here's Westbrook. It falls for his fifth field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Harden outside. And he drives in. And the jam by Harden.
So far, Harden having his way on offense. The defense has to try something different.
And Durant comes to help. Back to Westbrook. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Nets trail by 6. KD with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
The assist.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a real yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The assist from Dwight Howard.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with the little extra pizzazz.
And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, you know, things get chipped. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
On the wing, Harris. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. The 3 from KD. On the wing, Irving. KD looking around. Over Howard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Los Angeles ball.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 14.
Lakers foul.
Driving in.
Anthony
Here.
Davis.